So when I look at your website, I see that you have 4 main business processes. Let's go through those. Tell me about them.
Yes, so try to make this as simple as possible. Throw it out there in bite-sized, understandable, digestible pieces. There's really 4 things I can help you with as a life insurance guy. The first is a policy review. We've done umpteen shows on how important it is to review your life insurance policy, if not every year, at least every 3 years. So the first and most important one of my business processes is to do a policy review. We do that without obligation and without cost.
And I've seen in doing these podcasts, I've seen many examples of where the small print or the fine print or how the wording is really can affect your outcome in amazing ways, and how you fix different clients that were in situations that they had no idea.
Something like $27 trillion worth of life insurance in force today in the United States of America, and most of it is wrong. Most of it needs attention, it needs review, and it needs either adjustment or replacement. So that's process number 1, policy review.
Or every other year, policy review.
Some policies don't need to be reviewed every year. But
at least looked at.
If it's a indeterminate premium, in other words, a permanent cash value policy, you should have somebody review that every year before you pay the premium.
And what I've learned in doing the podcast is if you get a letter that says something, call you first, right?
Well, that's when you normally get them. And I want to say it's too late at that point. It's not always too late, because when they write you the letter and they tell you have to put $70,000 in to save this policy, that's often wrong. And I can usually save you tens of thousands of dollars over that. It's not like they're not really lying. They're not just giving you all the options.
Right.
But
they're kind of doing what's best for them instead of what's best for you.
It's better to review your policy while it's performing well, or catch it when it starts to get a little bit outside of the. So when I do policy management, that's one of the second business procedures here, is life insurance policy management. We set the parameters. We say we're going to take action if the crediting rate drops below 5.3. We say we're going to take action on this policy if the AAA bond rating, goes below a certain number.
And you do that up front?
We do that up front. When with a sensible mind, without the pressure of a letter saying you have right. Mm-hmm. So you're going to set. We're gonna do an investment policy statement on the insurance policy and say, here's the parameters. We know that this interest rate crediting might fluctuate over the course of a 20-year time that we're going to own this policy, but we're okay if it's between 5.1 and 5.4. If it goes up, no big deal. If it goes below that, we need attention. So we can actually set parameters that trigger reports. And so that's a really good best practice.
And do you have the AI capability for those reports to come up?
Yes.
When you see that? Yeah,
we have software that allows you to put in these parameters. It has 5 different parameters that every year we can push a button and we can just take the annual statement and it's the premium notice and an annual statement is all we need. And based on that, we can run it through the computer and print a report saying if you're inside or outside your 5 management parameters.